as for those environment, you will actually have water, which contain, of course, carbon dioxide. The box that said 0.03%, what it is saying is that the atmosphere that is around you, that atmosphere basically contain at least 0.03% of carbon dioxide. If you should test the air, they are saying that that air will contain that amount in terms of carbon dioxide. So if I should ask you in a question, how much percentage of the air around you is carbon dioxide, then you should tell them that it is 0.03%. So the carbon dioxide, that 0.03% in terms of how those go to the atmosphere. Now they are saying respiration by plant. So starting from the left there, so we have respiration by plants. So they are saying that while plants are making their own food, they give off carbon dioxide. Herbivores. Now herbivores, this is a category in terms of living animal. Carnivores, a category of living animal. So human being, for example, when human being breathe out, when we breathe out, when we exhale, we give off carbon dioxide. So that is one way by which carbon dioxide will go out to the atmosphere. The animals that are called herbivores, these are animals that eat plants only. So for example, cow, goat. So in the box where you have herbivores, so let's say for example we put cow in it. What they're saying is that whenever the cow breathe out, the cow will breathe out carbon dioxide, and that is what the arrow is going towards atmosphere, because the atmosphere is the air around the cow. The same thing with carnivores. So carnivores are normally animals that feed on other animals only. For example, a lion, a tiger. So what they are saying, whenever those animals breathe out, they also breathe out carbon dioxide, and that carbon dioxide will be added to the reservoir in terms of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere there. Moving further along, where you see decay by microorganisms, and you're seeing respiration. So microorganisms include, like for example, bacteria, fungus. What they're saying, whenever those microorganisms are breaking down the dead remain of a plant or the dead remain of an animal, those microorganisms respiration also take place in their body, where they breathe out carbon dioxide. So these four boxes where you're seeing respiration, all of these are showing how carbon dioxide is given off to the atmosphere in terms of the environment. Now to the extreme right, you will see a term marked combustion. Now combustion means burning. So any form of burning that is taking place where fire or flame is involved, carbon dioxide is released or produced. So if you're burning some garbage, you're burning some trash, you turn on the stove, you start the car, the factory, JPS, and all those places I would have listed before. Once any form of those burning is taking place, then carbon dioxide is released to the atmosphere. So combustion mean burning. So looking at this cycle, looking at the image, you should be able to give me or tell me how carbon dioxide is given off to the atmosphere. So you have respiration by plant, respiration by herbivores, respiration by carnivores, and respiration by microorganisms, and then of course combustion. So basically, carbon dioxide is given off to the atmosphere by respiration and combustion. So those are the two main ways. Now, looking to the left, you will see photosynthesis, and you will actually see the line coming from this box, the blue line. Follow the blue line. You have photosynthesis, and it is going towards plants. So this box is basically showing you how carbon dioxide is removed from the atmosphere, how it is taken up, and it is the process of photosynthesis that actually remove carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Simply because plants normally use carbon dioxide to make food or make nutrient. So you looking at the carbon cycle, you should at least know two things. How is carbon dioxide given out in the atmosphere? And two, how is carbon dioxide removed from the atmosphere? So within your space now, within your environment, you should be able to tell me the different ways, the different things by the different ways in which carbon dioxide is given out to the atmosphere. Yes, Jones. Yes. Yes, send me a text or something. Uh-huh. Right. So in terms of giving off to the atmosphere carbon dioxide, it would be by respiration by plant, respiration by herbivores, respiration by carnivores, and of course, respiration by those microorganisms. So those are the ways in which carbon dioxide is given off to the atmosphere. In terms of how it is removed from the atmosphere, that would be photosynthesis, of course. So you should be able to tell me those things, how it is given off and how it is removed from the atmosphere. All right, and in the notes in the PowerPoint, then of course that is explained. So they are saying that. All right, let me reshare the screen. All right, so photosynthesis in plant remove carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. So all of these organisms that give off carbon dioxide as waste material, but to plant, this gas is basically important because in you looking at the process of photosynthesis, you would have seen that in order for plants to make their own food, plants normally combine carbon dioxide with what is known as hydrogen, and that will of course give you a nutrient that is called carbohydrate or glucose. So plants use carbon dioxide to make food, so it is very important to plants. Now the time now finished, so next class I would have to complete the explanation for the carbon cycle. So in terms of the notes, you can write the notes. So the diagram, I will ask persons to actually draw the diagram because they need to study it. They need to know the diagram. That is the diagram of the carbon cycle. Because in terms of labeling, you might get an incomplete diagram to label. So the only way you can label that incomplete diagram is by you studying this one that is on the screen now. So you can join your next class.